Hello, I'm Gulwali Passarlay, an Afghan political refugee in the UK. I came here in 2006. I've been living here for the last 5-6 years. Now I study politics and international relations at the University of Manchester. I do a lot of other things. I'm involved with many groups, committees and commissions to represent the views of young people and try to make a difference and give back to this country and community in this society, because this country has given me so much. I feel as a person here, I have to give back and do whatever I can to contribute positively, involved with the local community through being a youth counsellor, part of Children in Care Council, and all those other activities and commitments I have towards young people and representing the voices of those who are less fortunate, such as refugees and asylum seekers. This was all recognised and acknowledged, and that's why I was chosen and selected in 2012 to carry the Olympic torch. It seemed and assumed that I was the only Afghan ever to carry one. It was one of my proudest moments. So then later on I moved on from local to regional and now national and international politics. Not only do I study politics but also practice it. I'm doing all this because my aspiration and ambition in the future is to go back to Afghanistan one day and hopefully make a difference. Yeah, I just do whatever I can to do something useful for not only for myself but to inspire and motivate people. I'm passionate about social justice. There's 3 million children living in the UK in poverty, and it's the 5th richest country on earth. It shouldn't be the case. So I'm finding out what can be done. As this week is the Refugee Week, I had the chance to visit the Right Honourable Sarah Thedder. She's a Lib Dem MP, also chair of all parliamentary group for refugees. I have met her many times before. She's very active and involved in terms of all those issues that I'm passionate about, and she cares about refugees and asylum seekers greatly, which is very much appreciated. So I had a chance to go and meet her today and ask her a few questions.
Refugee Week's about taking a positive approach. All most people hear about asylum seekers and refugees is negative stuff. They think they're a drain on the country and they're here to take our benefits. I mean, ridiculous really. As if they would be, as if there are such fantastic benefits available. But in fact, refugees contribute a huge amount, contribute sometimes at the highest level of business, education. They go on to be people who Britain are really, really proud to have. I'm really pleased that Refugee Week this year is concentrating on young people because they have so much to give to this country. And you know, we've already seen the amount that many of them are able to give to their communities, to their schools. They have a different kind of experience of having to travel the world, sometimes on their own or with a brother and sister or one parent. I think people grow up very quickly. In some ways that's very difficult, but it also means that they have something really interesting to offer. And Britain needs people like that.
It's great that the UK welcomes refugees and does grant some young people the status to stay here and give them the opportunity and second chance in life. But there's issues with asylum system. For example, if you're a young asylum seeker, you're not able to work, you're not able, don't have permission to go to university. And there's hundreds of young people I know, asylum seekers and refugees, not have permission to work, not have permission to study, and they just fed up, they don't know what to do, and that is what leads them to become criminals and go into crimes and drugs and the rest. So how do you think, what needs to be done, what the government needs to do to tackle the issue and give them, for example, it's very simple, give them permission maybe on temporary basis to work and allow them to get an education, be treated as human beings?
Well, it seems to me that asylum seekers should be allowed to work full stop. It's ridiculous. You have people who are highly qualified and they get stuck on benefits, and that's not what most of them want. They want to be able to contribute and use their skills. So that's the first thing. But secondly, for young people who might be waiting a long time, the reason they're not able to go to university is because their claim has not been decided. And the Home Office just need to get better. They need to get better at making more rapid decisions and making accurate decisions. And unfortunately, each time they try and speed it up, what tends to happen is they just make worse decisions. And then we end up having to appeal more of those decisions. And that's what leaves young people in limbo for sometimes years and years. So you need better decisions, quicker decisions, and asylum seekers should be allowed to work.
Wonderful. I think with all due respect to Theresa May, I should write to David Cameron to recommend you to become a Home Office Minister. That would be brilliant. This year the Refugee Week is focused on children and young people. I think this year we have young ambassadors, and I'm one of the ambassadors. So we came up with messages of welcome. So how to make young refugees feel welcome, because when I first came here I really had trouble of people welcoming me, and people really had misunderstood and there was miscommunication, even though there was very kind people as well, and a balance. We feel that it is our moral responsibility and duty to welcome refugees and asylum seekers, because they live in a war-torn country or disaster. They will not have other choice, like myself, who has to flee. So people come here with a hope and aspiration. I think we should encourage and appreciate their aspiration. Yeah, it's a good thing that we have refugees coming here. They come here with hope, and they come here with a positive and optimism, and that is why we should welcome them. Thank you for your support. We very much appreciate and value all that you do. I'm Gulwali Passarlay, and thank you for listening.